Imagine waking up tomorrow with a completely different mindset, one that allows you to handle anything life throws at you with calmness, resilience, and clarity. No more overreacting. No more feeling powerless in the face of challenges. Instead, you move through life with confidence, embracing both the highs and the lows with a steady, unshakable presence. This isn't just some theoretical idea. It's the way of the Stoics, a group of philosophers who developed a framework for mental toughness that has withstood the test of time. And in this video, you're going to learn 10 powerful Stoic principles that can immediately shift your perspective and transform the way you navigate the world. By the end, you'll have a new way of looking at life, one that puts you back in control, no matter what happens. Let's begin. The first principle is about control. Most of our daily stress, frustration, and disappointment come from trying to control things that are completely outside our power. Think about it. How often do you get frustrated over someone else's behavior? Or worry endlessly about the future? Or dwell on mistakes from the past? The truth is, none of these things are within our control. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus famously said, "Some things are up to us, and some things are not." It's a simple idea, but it changes everything. Instead of wasting energy on things you can't change, focus on what you can control. Your actions, your thoughts, your responses. Everything else is just noise. The moment you shift your focus to what is within your power, you free yourself from unnecessary suffering. The second principle is memento mori, which translates to remember you will die. That might sound dark at first, but it's actually one of the most powerful ideas for living a meaningful life. Most people go through life acting as if they have unlimited time, putting things off, waiting for the right moment to truly start living. But the Stoics knew that nothing is promised. Not tomorrow, not next year, not even the next hour. When you embrace the reality that your time is limited, you stop wasting it. You stop holding grudges, stop procrastinating, stop worrying about trivial things. You start focusing on what actually matters. If today were your last day, how would you live? Would you still be upset about minor inconveniences? Would you still care so much about what others think? This principle reminds us to live with urgency, to appreciate every moment, and to make decisions that align with our deepest values. The third principle is amor fati, which means love your fate. Life is unpredictable. You will face setbacks. You will experience loss. Things won't always go according to plan. But the key question is, will you resist reality, or will you embrace it? The Stoics believe that instead of fighting against what happens, we should accept it fully, even when it seems unfair or painful. But amor fati goes beyond mere acceptance. It's about embracing everything that happens, good or bad, as part of your path. Instead of thinking, why is this happening to me? Ask yourself, how is this happening for me? Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Every hardship is a lesson in resilience. When you learn to love whatever happens, nothing can break you. The fourth principle is about obstacles. When most people encounter difficulties, they see them as roadblocks. They complain. They give up. But the Stoics had a different approach. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In other words, the very thing that seems to be stopping you is actually the path forward. If you're struggling in your career, that challenge is an opportunity to grow your skills. If a relationship ends, that pain is an opportunity to become stronger and more self-reliant. The problem is never the problem. Your resistance to it is. When you start seeing obstacles as stepping stones instead of barriers, you become unstoppable. The fifth principle is mastering your reactions. How often do we let external events dictate our emotions? Someone insults us, and we immediately get angry. Something goes wrong, and we spiral into frustration. The Stoics believed that true power lies in how you respond to situations, not in the situations themselves. Epictetus taught that we are not disturbed by events, but by our opinions about them. Imagine two people stuck in traffic. One is fuming with rage. The other is calm, listening to music, accepting the situation for what it is. The same event, completely different experiences. The difference? Their response. You can't always control what happens, but you can always control how you react. Master this, and you master life. The sixth principle is about simplicity. Society constantly tells us that we need more. More money, more possessions, more status. But the Stoics understood that happiness isn't found in accumulating things. It's found in needing less. Seneca wrote, "It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more, who is poor." When you free yourself from unnecessary desires, you experience true contentment. You stop chasing things that don't matter and start appreciating what you already have. Living simply isn't about deprivation, it's about freedom. The seventh principle is about speaking less and listening more. The Stoics valued wisdom over noise, and they understood that silence is a form of power. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, once said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak." Most of us are too quick to talk, too eager to voice our opinions. But real growth happens when we pause, observe, and truly listen. Not only do we learn more, but we also avoid unnecessary conflicts and impulsive mistakes. The eighth principle is about expecting the worst but hoping for the best. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, which means mentally preparing for worst-case scenarios before they happen. This isn't about being negative, it's about being ready. If you expect life to be easy, you'll be devastated when things go wrong. But if you prepare yourself for difficulties in advance, nothing will shake you. You'll be calm, collected, and ready for anything. The ninth principle is about self-approval. Too often, we base our self-worth on what others think of us. Marcus Aurelius warned against this, saying, "We love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Think about that. Why should someone else's opinion hold more weight than your own? Live by your own values. Approve of yourself first, and you'll never need validation from anyone else. The final principle is about gratitude. Instead of focusing on what's missing, focus on what's already there. Marcus Aurelius practiced gratitude every morning, reminding himself that simply waking up was a gift. When you train yourself to appreciate what you have, you stop feeling like you need more to be happy. These 10 Stoic principles can transform your life instantly, but only if you apply them. Which one resonated with you the most? Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you found value in this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear it. And remember, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Real strength comes from within. Stay stoic. See you in the next video.